Hey, cold open. Haven't done one of these in a while. The house is old. The movie's old. The opening is cold. The episode is new. And horror has always been pretty darn gay.
IBS got you down?
No, you were gonna get a haiku. Wasn't a haiku. It's just a little poetry. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We always do a Pride episode.
Always do.
Here at the Cult Show. And tonight is no exception. Tonight we are talking about James Whale's The Old Cold House.
The Old Dark House?
Yes.
It's cold and dark.
We all are having a very hard time remembering the title of this movie.
We are.
And I picked it, and I have a hard time remembering it.
Yeah.
I know Doc Pretorius has got to join us at some point. Where are you, Doc Pretorius?
You would think at some point he'll pop in.
He's gonna be here. Hi, everyone.
It's good to see y'all. Thanks for coming by
Yeah.
and joining us on the Cold Show Live Edition.
Live.
We're here.
What?
I know, right?
I didn't sign up for that.
In black and white.
In black and white, because we can't afford color anymore. Anyway, shall we cheers the group?
Cheers to us all.
All right. Hey, Doc, you did make it.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Because we have very similar tastes in a lot of films. And of course, Doc Pretorius, great tie-in to the whole James Whale thing we're doing here.
That's right.
And just a couple of housekeeping items.
Yes.
Finished The Righteous Gemstones. Cried. Every season finale, that show makes me cry, and this was the series finale, so I definitely cried.
Like super cry or just Sandra cry?
It was like a good cry. It was more than a Sandra. It was a couple. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
They actually made their way down the cheek.
I think there was at least two.
The dot matrix printers.
That's right.
That's what it sounds like when Sandra cries. Not when
This
doves
is
cry.
what it
when
sounds
I cry.
like
Yeah.
when Sandra cries.
That's why I can't do it very often. Just gonna get kind of rusted at some point. And
Nice.
gearing up for the new 28 years later, we recently watched 28 Days Later because it's another one of those films that producer Scott never saw. Never saw it. And it's so good.
Huh.
It's so good. And it took me back. I have a lot of love and nostalgia attached to that film. And I'm very excited for the new one. Very
Cool.
excited.
I don't think I have seen 28 Weeks Later. I
It's
don't think.
not
I don't
as
remember.
good. Let's be honest, not as good.
I know I saw it, but it's
Yeah.
Gone.
It's gone.
It's
Okay.
got, I forget the name of the lead actor, but I like him. He was also in
It's
Brilliant.
Trainspotting.
Isn't it? Oh, no? Oh.
no, it's
In
geez,
Trainspotting.
Trainspotting. Yeah, the guy
Yes.
with the mustache. He was in
Yeah.
Ravenous. And,
Oh.
He's so good.
Oh, yeah, what's his
why am I
face?
blanking on his name?
Robert
Yeah,
Carlyle?
Carlisle,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Robert Carlisle. And he was on the show, he was on the TV show Ever After?
Full Monty.
Yes.
Full Monty.
Full Monty, yeah.
And the Full Monty. Love him.
Yeah, he's
so
awesome.
I remember he, like, just, him being there was kind of like my favorite part of the film in general. How about you?
So I almost brought this up last time we were here, but I said I was going to save it. But Bring Her Back,
Yeah.
which has been out for like a week now.
Seeing it soon.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Sally Hawkins
Sally?
is so good in this.
She is.
You
So
loved it?
good.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Is it like right up there with Sinners and Ugly Stepsister?
I mean, so far, yeah, it's number 3 for me.
I mean, it's gross, but it's it's a great story, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of found footagey, which I'm not like
Yeah.
super okay with, but
I'm super okay with it.
like walked out of there going like, this was a really cool movie.
And you were okay with it with the found footagey?
Yeah, I that thought never really crossed my head.
Okay.
You're like, now that
So,
you mention it, fuck that movie. Yeah.
not sucked. I'm out of here. Bye. No. But But no, yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I agree with Caleb 100%. We were kind of saying like how it's cool that Sally did not shy away from that kind of role after the Shape of Water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she's worried about,
Yeah.
Or Image or
Yeah. So
Right.
it was really good.
Again, this is something she should be nominated for. Probably
We
won't
won't.
be, just because of the horror stigma. But really good movie. I really recommend it.
Oh, and if you've somehow missed Sinners, which I understand as somebody that often has a lot going on in life, but if you've somehow missed it, it's streaming now. So you have no excuses anymore.
You have to pay like a lot of money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
I
I
hope,
mean,
Yeah.
like,
It's available on digital.
Okay.
it's
Streaming in my head is free.
You know what's not available on digital yet? Actually, it might be. I don't know.
It is.
But Final
Oh.
Destination.
Oh, okay.
Did I talk about that on
No.
this
No,
show?
you did
On this
not.
program? Can I have my spot back?
Yeah. Because
Um,
we had seen it, and I brought it up last week,
That's
saying
right.
we enjoyed it. But
Yes. So, I did have a Sandra cry for Final Destination Bloodlines. Tony Todd's part, of course, very emotional. We love Tony Todd around these basement parts. And I loved the movie in general. I thought it was so fun. It's so funny. Like, it is like lulz funny. Knee slapper funny. And it's also really brutal and gory. And producer Scott and I were just there like clapping our hands like little raccoons. Like,
maximum carnage.
yeah, exactly.
Yay.
Like, show it more, mommy, show it more. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know.
No,
before.
of course. I only had one more thing. I finished Last of Us season 2.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm hearing a lot of people that have played the game are kind of upset about it, but I have not, and it's this show went places I wasn't expecting it to. But I think overall I enjoyed it. I
Okay.
think.
Scott and I
think-
dropped out.
Yeah, so it's
we
not so much
dropped
that
out.
people who played the game, raising my hand, are unhappy with the way this season went.
All right.
It's people who played the game knew which way this season was going and kind of wish it didn't.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
I also watched it, and
Yeah.
I'm the same way you are. Kind of like, it's a fine show, but am I just watching The Walking Dead again? It's kind of how I'm feeling in a way.
That's
Like,
exactly how
do I
I
want to
felt.
get back into this kind of thing again?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Literally, you were quoting me pretty much verbatim because we are twinsy.
Right. 'cause
And
it's-
that was, I mean, I like that the show has great actors, has great representation for diversity. We love all that good stuff, good writers, but I can't.
Right.
And even for the mushroom zombies.
I know. Come on. It's like written for you.
I know.
I
I
was
can't get my heart
getting,
broken
I was
again.
getting kind of annoyed, and it's not a problem with the show. It's just the way she's written. But I mean, the
Yeah.
main character, like, I'm just
Ellie.
like,
Ellie, yeah. I was the same
I
way.
don't like the choices you're making.
Exactly.
You know.
No, I was the same
Like,
way.
your choices, young lady. Yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah. It's like, come on. You're doing
Yeah.
all these things.
Like you have all these chances to do the right fucking thing.
Right.
You know, that is
Yeah.
beneficial to you and the people around you. And
Yes,
you
The
keep,
Last of Us. We're
Yeah,
talking about
you
The
keep
Last of
doing the
Us.
wrong thing. So that's why I say, like, I think I liked it.
I'm with you.
So
I'm with you.
I can't go through it again.
No. Yeah. I can't. I won't.
I
know.
can't. What? I'm too
poor,
old for
poor
it.
little heart just can't take it anymore.
I mean, luckily they're only like 4 episodes long or something. It seems like so. It's
short
not,
season.
it's
Yeah.
a lot easier than freaking Walking Dead. I hate watching that for what it felt like
My
years.
God, I still feel like I'm watching some alternate universe. I'm still watching The Walking
You're still
Dead.
sitting there with your eyes like in Clockwork Orange, like
Yes.
wide open. You're just like screaming.
I know.
I'm so mad.
Every new horror episodic TV show is The Walking Dead in some
Right.
varying degree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, me.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
done.
So the past 2 weeks, I have been doing a lot of documentaries for some reason.
You're on that documentary kick.
I'm on a documentary
You
kick
go on one
again.
about once a year.
I do. It seems that way, doesn't it?
We all like documentaries.
Well, I think it's because they kind of like pile up, and I know I have to,
Yes.
and I forget, and I find them. Like I mentioned to you guys about the Milli Vanilli when I was watching.
like you do.
Like everyone should.
No,
Girl, you know it's true.
girl,
and
you
then,
know it's girl, you know it's girl, you know it's.
And then you're on the stage. Oh.
See ya.
Bye.
Skidoo, we can't do. Yeah.
I watched the Pee-wee as himself, the Pee-wee Herman one.
On the list.
Yeah, the Paul Rubens.
I've heard nothing but
So-
wonderful things.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, it's 2 episodes, hour and a half each, so it's 3 hours there.
Are you emotional?
And
Were heartstrings tugged?
it never got that. I think that it kind of like almost it didn't. I don't think it tries to take you to that point. Primarily because Paul Rubens kind of like stopped helping. Like he kind of like at the very end he kind of like pulled back
That's
on
what I
this
heard.
thing, and so he kind of stopped. And so it kind of ends with that it was harder to do, you know what I mean, to
Yeah.
finish it
Right.
because of that. So yeah, his cooperation, I guess, kind of. Anyway, but it's really good. It's great, especially if you grew up watching him.
All you
and
Gen
then
Xers, yeah.
yeah, and then it goes through everything from him starting out all the way up through. I
The
mean,
groundling.
basically the groundlings and all through all the different accusations that were made about him and all that kind of different stuff. So it was very interesting and fun to hear from other people that were involved in his life.
It's one of those
So-
things where I've talked about on the show before. I don't have a Pee-wee connection,
Okay.
but for like people that are like really into it, like I'm so happy that you have this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just not something I can relate to, but that's okay. Everything doesn't have to be for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think you would enjoy it for the fact of
it's interesting
that he
person.
was, he was a gay man, which I was not ever aware that he
I
was,
was never,
good
that-
friends with
probably-
Elvira.
but
probably
he was
wasn't,
very good
probably
friends
wasn't
with her.
allowed to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he I don't want to take it too deep, but he had an open relationship very, very early on when he was young. Not young, but like late 70s, early 80s or something. And then he decided he had to because he wanted to do more acting, he had to, closeted, of course, and then
Right.
didn't come out till much later. But so there's a lot of stuff with that involved as well.
And I'm
Jeez.
sure having a kids TV show had,
And that's a big
you know what I
part.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, look what they're doing with our drag queens, like
Yeah.
you can't read stories to children.
Right.
you
They're
be reading
children,
stories?
so
Exactly.
Reading stories.
anyway,
Anyway, so I recommend
I will definitely
check it.
watch
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty good. And then I watched another one called RoboDoc, which is the documentary about RoboCop, the making of RoboCop. And it was freaking awesome. They got like every single actor basically who's still alive, who was in
Including
it,
Dr. Peter Weller.
including Peter Weller himself.
Dr. Peter
Peter
Weller.
Weller, sorry. And it was really good. I think it was like 5 episodes, 6 episodes, roughly 45 minutes a piece ish, but they go into every aspect of the movie.
The first movie only? Or?
Yeah, the first movie. There's a little mention
The only
of,
one that matters.
yeah, pretty much. But and it was really cool. So if you're a fan of RoboCop, or even like filmmaking of the middle 80s, I mean, it was really good. They did a great job just expanding on the world and the effects behind it, the acting, everything that went into it. So it was really fascinating, actually. So I recommend someday when these two watch RoboCop, go back and then watch RoboDoc. But
There's an easy way to make that happen.
I know. I hear you. Anyway.
It's called kidnapping us and making us
Yeah, that's right.
RoboCop.
That's right.
I know I'll like it. I know I'll like RoboCop. I know
Yeah,
I will.
I hope so.
I know it will.
Finally, this is not something I watched. This is something that happened to me a couple days ago
Oh no.
that I wanted to share
Brace
because
yourselves.
it made me laugh.
Does it involve a box you have to mail?
It does not.
Okay.
What it involves, though, is I'm at work. I'm in my office. I get a phone call. I pick up the phone and I say, "Hello, this is Neil." That's how I answer my phone.
I've heard him do it thousands of times.
Do you like my dramatic reenaction? It's like
You're doing very
it's like
good.
a true crime
You're
thing.
doing very good.
I might have to do
So I anyway, the person on the other end goes, "Hi, is this Neil Prickmeyer?" So
It is now.
I'm like,
Well, yes, it is.
I'm just in like, and so I kind of start chuckling and laughing, and I'm like, not even close, actually. And I'm like, oh, Pearl, and I'm just like, I'm like, it's too late. Don't even worry about it. I'm like, who are you and what can I help you with? And it was just some guy trying to sell me something or whatever kind of thing. But I'm just
He
like,
didn't make that sale, did he?
No, it
Like,
was-
if you're cold calling someone, at
Right.
least get the fucking name right.
yeah, and I know my name, you look at it, maybe it's a little intimidating at first, perhaps. But if you just take a second, I mean, the word pearl is right there.
Exactly.
So at least if you can't understand the mutter part, or which, if you're in Germany, it's Mutter, but just, you can go
Even
pearl, but Prickmeyer? I've had peanut butter. I've had which I get it.
Pearl
Peanut butter.
Mupter.
Pearl Mupter, yes.
I love peanut butter. You should change your last
But-
name.
I don't know. I kind of like Prickmeyer now, though. I'm like, Prickmeyer.
But think of the branding you could do with the peanut butter tie-in.
That's true.
You'd have to sort of tie it into come up with your drag name,
Prickmeyer's great for
and
drag. Yeah.
Prickmeyer would be your
How about
your
Pearl
last name.
Pearl Prickmeyer?
Pearl Prickmeyer.
Straight out. Straight out. That's all we're asking.
Curly Prickmeyer.
I don't know. I feel more like maybe for when I get back into porn,
You're always talking about
I'm always
that.
talking
You're
about.
always
I'm always
talking
want to
about
get back
it.
in
I know.
when they have Grandfather's Day or whatever. I can
Peanut butter Prickmeyer.
get back into it. I'm thinking maybe Bruce Prickmeyer or something.
Yeah, please.
Anyway.
They don't have Silver Daddy porn.
I hate
Come
this
on now.
conversation.
They should.
Can we
Come
leave?
on now.
I want to leave this conversation. Right now I'm
I
getting
mean, so I've heard.
Right.
getting into a rocket ship in my mind and sailing away.
Ding dong. Someone ordered a 12-inch sub. Anyway, hey, don't forget,
Yeah.
Cold Show Radio is still on the air, believe it or not. 7
I don't know
p.m.
how.
Getting past the censors.
I know the FAA looks Prickmeyer get by, but anyway, where are we? We are at KRJF 92.3 and KWTF 88.1 on Thursdays, and also you can go online too, right? And you'll
Yeah,
find
you could go online.
you'll find us there
You'll find it.
doing God knows what. And then we have merch. We have the merch.
We have the merch.
That only Caleb knows, though, where this merch is hidden.
Yeah, you can't even see what it looks like right now. I think we need to celebrate Pride and go into Technicolor.
Whoa!
It's like when Dorothy first looks out of her house.
That's us in this basement.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. If you go to www.thecultshow.com/store, you will find some of the greatest YouTube podcast merch known to mankind, including making us watch a movie if you purchase it.
Yeah,
Oh, and you know what? There might be one of those coming up real soon.
there is.
But on that note, a bumper and review. Happy birthday, Robert England.
Robert England, happy birthday.
We love you so much,
We love
Robert.
him.
Robert, please lift the restraining order. We're really sorry. We didn't know what we brought back in 2019.
No,
You were fine. It all worked out okay. Just let us back into your house, Robert.
we offered that animal to you. With all...
It was an offering, Robert. The Old Dark House. Hey, I said it right. It's based on a novel, but then it was the novel was written by J.B. Priestley and adapted by Ben R. Levy and of course directed by James Whale, whom we are celebrating today. 1932. Seeking shelter from a storm, 5 travelers are in for a bizarre and terrifying night when they stumble upon the Femme family estate. So, here's what's up. I'm a big fan of James Whale. I think we all love some James Whale.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do one that I had not seen since I was a youngling, like Turner Classic Movie youngling. Watched this, and I never revisited it again, never remembered it until a couple of years ago, 2022, when Shudder released their documentary series, Queer for Fear. And they were talking about this movie and James Whale, and I was like, I gotta put that on my list to like revisit it. And now is the time. Sorry, it took me a while. So James Whale was gay. pretty openly gay. I'm not an expert on James Whale, but I did a little research, and I rewatched that episode of Queer for Fear too, so that I could be up to date. He was a very interesting guy. He was a World War I POW. He got into theater. He got into Hollywood. Got the Universal contract where he made 4 movies, of course, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and The Old Dark House, which each and every one of them is fantastic. And the other day I was singing the Little Invisible Man song. Here we go, gathering nuts and many nuts. Anyway, so I wanted to do one that was a little bit more, I don't know, maybe obscure for some of us, because it wasn't one that, was on my regular rewatch list.
Right.
A lot of people very much credit James Whale with helping to make the horror movie genre what it is today. It was, it's always been a little scary for queer people, but especially back then, it was real scary. But we have to admire that. And also Ernest Thesiger, who plays Horace Femme, also gay, and a drag artist. What?
Wow.
You know that? And apparently a wonderful stitcher, and used to sew with the Queen of England. They'd sit around and do like stitching and spill the tea. And that is the opposite of a nightmare blunt rotation that I would like to be a part of. And then some of you may have seen the movie Gods and Monsters.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah, Ian McKellen played James Whale. Super good movie. This movie is also notable because it was before the Hays Code, which is a dumb thing that happened from about 1934 to 1968, where suddenly they were getting all picky about what you could put in movies. So there's some risque parts of this movie.
So this is before that. Okay.
Yeah, because there's like touching of a bare woman's leg. There's innuendo. There's like spaghetti strap. I mean, I can't say it was all. Oh, who else did Ernest? Of course, Doc Pretorius. And
Bride.
In Bride. And so good. And absolutely, Horace Femme is my favorite part of this movie. Genius. The camp, the man delivers the eyes. Anyway, I had a great time rewatching this movie. How about y'all?
First time for me. I'd never even heard of it. But no, I enjoyed it. I feel like Rocky Horror Picture Show like took a little piece of this, and like maybe even Clue, took a little piece of it,
Dark Stormy Night. Yes. Yeah. Everybody loves that.
Strangers meeting up in a house, like almost. So when the three of them, I'm blanking on all their names, but when the three of them first walk into their house, in my head,
Sir and
I
Lady
went,
Waverton.
I'm glad we caught you at home. Can we use your
phone?
Right.
So it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. By the way, channeling that little recap made me feel like Robert Osborne, Bobby Osborne, who I talk about all the time, grew up with him, introducing me to movies on TCM, also gay. How's that for full circle?
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I also enjoyed this film a lot. I had not seen it before. It was really good. I mean, I liked its campiness and its kookiness at times, and it was. I have a lot of fun notes about it. I'm looking forward to bringing up and discussing, because, for me, it's not all going to be about just serious, stuff.
No, and there's a lot of comedy.
There's a lot of fun parts in this movie and fun things I think we can discuss, but overall,
and unintentional comedy too.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So there's a lot of, but it's a lot of fun. This movie actually is a lot of fun.
It is, and it was nice to see so many people really love it. Like, it's very well regarded too. And how about this? Gloria Stewart, who plays Margaret Waverton, Titanic.
Is old Rose.
She's old Rose, not old Greg, but old Rose, and she, the necklace and the thing, that's her.
That is. Yeah. Gloria Stewart, right?
Gloria Stewart. Yeah. And this also has Charles Lawton in it, who is a lot of fun. That Scarborough accent. I love that Scarborough accent so much.
Suga Mike is now saying he now owns this movie.
Nice. Good for you.
After watching it yesterday.
Yes. Keep it alive. We must keep the classics alive, darlings. So those old cars, they already look like death traps to me. Was there anything safe about them? And then the damn thing's flooded.
I mean, they're made of steel.
Yeah, they're probably better constructed.
Yes.
They
They
with
had no
those
windows.
little tires and things, like they're
Yes.
going through the mud. You're like, I don't know that that's gonna work,
Is
but
this
you know.
safe?
Anyway, that's always a weird thing with all those old timey cars back then.
And then Mr. Pendrell pops out of nowhere in the
Right.
backseat.
Okay, thank you. That
Yeah.
wasn't. I was like, wait, what?
Jump
Where did he
scare.
come from?
Jump
You know,
scare.
because the two married, they're bickering in the front seat.
Yep.
and
Yeah.
with the
The
map
roof is
and
leaking,
Oh my
and
God.
the map
The
is
map looks like
destroyed,
a
and
towel. It's not good.
yeah.
You got to stop for the night, as you said.
So you meet the Wavertons,
Yes.
and then the husband and wife, and then Pendrell, who is
Yes.
just their friend,
Yeah.
chilling out in the back seat,
Along for
who's-
the ride.
along for the ride. But he's very what's casual? I think is the way to call him.
He's a lot of
I
fun.
think
Yeah.
he's footloose and fancy free.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to have any money.
No.
Code for doesn't work, I guess. you know?
You got some injury in the war or something. Yeah. That's very,
He's just kind of a tag along friend. That,
Yeah.
there's a lot of interesting things about like World War One and World War II veterans and stuff that I think doesn't get talked about anymore and just kind of overlooked. And it's like, oh, it was all the glory. And it's like, yeah, but these were real things that happened to real people.
Yeah, and they came back messed up. And I think that's
Yeah.
kind of part of what the book was about,
Yeah.
not just like the different class systems in England, but
Yeah.
also these like kids that came back from doing some pretty gnarly things and
Yeah.
being like, stiff upper lip.
So
Pip, pip,
British
you
stiff
know?
upper lip. In my headcanon in Sinners, they're World War One vets.
Yeah.
I think that's why smoke shakes. I think it was like a mustard gas thing or something.
Okay.
This is my headcanon.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I also like how they kept saying Shrewsbury. And I kept hearing strawberry in my
Strawberry. Oh, the accents are so
Loved
good.
it.
So they get to the house. Morgan is their man who works for him. And of course, Boris Karloff. Everybody loves Boris Karloff.
Great introduction in the crack in the door, though.
Yeah. Got that great makeup on.
Wonderful.
He doesn't really want to let them in, but
No, he's pretty much like not gonna happen because but you find out probably because this sister is probably back there somewhere screaming, "Don't let him in! Don't let him
oh
in!"
my god, she is so funny. No bags.
So-
No,
No bags, no beds.
bags, no beds.
If I ever run an Airbnb, I'm gonna put that on there. No bags, no beds. So we meet the delightful Horace Femme, who's just so over the top. And one of my favorite parts is he's got the flowers and he's like, "Oh, my sister was arranging these." Like throws them into the flames. So it's a brother-sister duo here, the Femmes. And she can't really hear anything, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And he hates her. She hates him. He's an atheist. She's very religious. And they're very suspicious. This whole thing is very suspicious. Morgan, Boris Karloff's character, the whole thing, it's like something's going on and nobody's telling the truth is
Okay.
one of those tropes, right?
And Morgan is, in the movie, is it the sister?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Morgan is dumb. Playing
It's
it
a
off,
really old
or
term.
old term for basically, he can't
He didn't
speak or
Yeah.
whatever. But he's got like the makeup on with like a big gash in his
Yep.
nose and
Big
kind of a big
stitches.
broody guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how Karloff did so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote this down. I don't remember it exactly, but there's a part where Horace is making drinks. He's like, "It's only gin."
I like Jen.
Just a little harmless gin. It's only gin. No electric light. Not in this room.
They make their own electricity.
They make their
and they're
own
not very good at it.
No, it does go out. There's a part where Lady Waverton, and Femme sister, what's her name?
I don't remember. I feel like it starts with an
remember
E
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
or an R.
Can I buy an R?
Rebecca's her name, really? Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what I got.
I believe you. I
Is it
just.
Philip and Rebecca Waverton?
Yes.
Oh no, I thought you meant the sister's name.
Yes, the Femme sister. Femme.
Oh, sorry.
Do you have that one?
No, I thought, is that Rebecca? Margaret is
Margaret.
Waverton.
Yeah. And then
I
the
think Rebecca
sister
femme.
is Rebecca. Rebecca
okay.
Fenn.
Don't you make me doubt myself.
No,
Yeah.
I took
you said
notes.
Waverton.
I know.
Oh my God, we sound just like the people
couple
in
of
this movie.
senile.
No bags, no beds.
No
That's
beds,
right.
no bags, no beds. They're in her room,
No beds.
and
You can't have beds.
she's changing out of her wet clothes. Get out of those wet clothes. And there's some great distorted mirror shots.
Yeah.
I thought those were really fun.
Yeah.
But and they walk down the hallway though, which is cool because it's got the
yeah.
windows open with the white drapes blowing through.
Mm,
There's a lot of great imagery and use of
yeah,
lighting and all kinds of fun
Shadows
stuff.
and-
Shadows,
yeah.
yes.
yeah. And we love A Dark and Stormy Night.
We
We love it.
doesn't love a dark and stormy night.
And it reminds me of In the Haunted Mansion, of course. We love
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
And I've heard, I hope he still has it, that Guillermo del Toro has like his room in his house, like his study, his office. He has that effect going on all the time, so it always
Wow.
feels like a dark and stormy night. And I hope that he still does that, because that's like so magical to me.
That's pretty
And we're jealous.
That'd be pretty cool.
cool. Yeah.
So she's in a slip. She's wearing a slip, which I'm sure you couldn't do post Hays Code. And Rebecca's like poking at her and talking of rot, and
Yeah, and telling her
you're gonna rot.
you're a sinner, you're a bad person. You know,
Yes, she doesn't
you
even
see
know
this
her.
body. You know, I know what men think about. You know, like,
Yeah.
With your long legs, and yeah,
dude, chill.
But it's her fault
yes,
that she looks the way she looks.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and
And
then,
she's married, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, she's not.
Yeah.
so Rebecca's got some issues,
Sure.
She's might be
pleasures of the flesh,
a
yes.
little pent up.
And for some unbeknownst reason, Margaret opens the damn window
Yes, that
in
was
this
kind of
other
weird.
woman's room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a little odd until later. It's
Yeah,
like a tool to get
get them back
someone
in that
alone.
room.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, is she just kind of cracking? Like,
But then
it's just weird that she
Yeah.
why would you even open it right now? Like,
and that's fine to open it, but then why did you then leave it open? Why did you run away because wind's blowing through and you just ran out of the room?
Like, wind
Yeah.
and water.
Pretty much.
And I'm not going to tell anyone, like, hey, can you come help me with this?
Yeah.
no,
I don't
just
know.
just leave it, just walk away, and let their house flood.
I mean, you can't even argue that she's worried about her hair because she just came in from the outside with
Yeah.
the wind and rain were blowing in. You know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
It just, it was a
A
very,
little weird.
It was a little odd choice.
and
yeah.
wherever they were on their way to is very fancy, because she puts on like an evening gown, which is kind of funny. Like,
That's how you
for the
dress
setting.
back
Yeah,
then.
I think, yeah.
You just dress
I
fancy.
think that was pretty fancy for everyday dinner, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty.
I mean, you couldn't wear pants yet back then. So
No, what are pants for women? Who even knows? I love the dinner table scene. We love a dinner
great
table
scene.
scene. So
Have a
it's-
potato.
Have a
Have a
potato.
potato.
Have a potato.
Oh my god! And they're like picking things off of the potato, which like,
Oh,
made me
yeah.
like, "Ah!" And Morgan, he bakes, he cooks,
He cooks, he bakes.
Sure. He
Um,
roasts a roast beef.
That's right.
and
The roast beast.
Rebecca Femme has some weird eating habits.
Yeah.
Very
that's right.
uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Getting Texas Chainsaw. It's giving Texas Chainsaw.
And with how quickly she's just
No, like, so she
She's
cuts
got things in
everything else up
pieces.
into bite-sized pieces so she can just keep putting
Shovel
things
it.
in her mouth while chewing the entire time.
It's a lot.
It was very interesting.
I kind of like it. I think it's a very
It's innovative.
it's a good way. It's a good system.
You're saying Rebecca Femme was a woman ahead of her time.
I am. Is producer Scott going to say something or no? Okay.
No, he did not care. He did not care for that weird eating.
I swallowed a joke.
Now
But that dinner table scene.
Yes, please.
Again, if you want to try to harken to something that may have, spurned later, obviously that whole Rocky Horror
Right.
dinner scene as well.
Yes.
Definitely could be possibly
Hark away.
hark. I'm harking because there's a whole roast
For
beef
sure. Yeah.
bit, the whole thing.
Is this when Eddie's in there?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I love Eddie. Eddie's my favorite character in Rocky
Yeah.
Horror. Poor Eddie.
Frankenfurter has the electric
Yes.
carving knife
Yeah.
and he threatens people.
We should bring that back. The threatening guests with the electric knife.
We should bring it back.
We should bring it back. A couple more boisterous guests arrive. We've got Sir William Porterhouse and Gladys.
Gladys.
Gladys, the chorus girl. And they're just friends. He doesn't expect anything.
But
which I liked that one.
boy,
We'll talk
does
about that later.
Sir William enter a room and just take charge.
Yes, he does. He comes in like a wrecking ball, as Miley would say. Miss Femme is not amused by them. And like they're both a little like everybody here is a little quirky. Most of all the femmes, but everybody's a
But
little
they all
a
have
little
their
odd.
yeah.
Sir Porterhouse is definitely kind of weird, and I don't know. He gets really jealous of what's his name, Pemberley.
Pemberton.
Is it Pemberley?
Pendrell.
Pemberton is like Jane Austen. God help me. Yeah, Pendrell. He's really like he's jealous because he feels threatened, and he should because he knows Gladys. She's gonna fall in love.
I feel like the femmes, they let people into their home. So regardless of how odd they may seem, you know what I mean? Like we all have those weird things in our house when if you were to open it up to other people, they would look at it and go, that's weird.
That's weird that you do
How come
that.
you never let me upstairs? That's weird.
Like maybe you
But-
have an army of skeletons up there.
Maybe. Yes. You never know. That would be the least worrisome that you might find if you went upstairs.
The least concerning thing. So now we learn that Morgan he takes to the bottle. And when Morgan takes to the bottle, everything is gonna get chaos.
Did you skip over the wet shoes though?
No, I don't. Maybe.
Remember, was it
Oh
Gladys?
no, they haven't
Gladys.
gone out. So we know about Morgan in the
Pembrell
bottle.
gives
Yeah, then they go out to get.
Even before that though,
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
like
then.
when she sits down, he's like, "Oh, you have to get out of those wet shoes,"
Yes, he touches
and
her
it
feet.
becomes
Goes
very
right to the feet.
feety.
it becomes very Tarantino-esque.
That's right. And it continues a little bit later with more getting out of the shoes, but
And none of that was allowed.
Is that code for something? Getting you out of your shoes is code for getting you out of your.
If you were alive in 1932 and you used that slang, please say so in the comments.
so Doc Pretorius, what do you think?
Harsh. So yes, Morgan's at the bottle. Pendrell and Gladys, they're starting to get a little vibey. There's a giant rooster out in the barn. I was like, is that real? It was real. So they go out to get whiskey. Yeah, to have some whiskey, and they're vibing. They've got little hard eyes for each other.
Oh, they're more than vibing.
Yeah, I mean,
They're like
Well,
I
before
think
long,
they're moving in together.
before
Yeah.
very long, they announce that they should live together, and they are in fact in love.
Yes.
I don't even think that bottle of whiskey is like a quarter of the way down yet.
No, it's YOLO.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sitting on the outside of the car first
Yes.
to look at the whiskey. He goes right back to her feet. Oh, your feet are wet again. Let
let's
me
take
dry
those
them
shoes
off.
off.
Take the shoes off and let me
Right.
dry your feet. So, I mean, it's,
It's all about those feet.
there's a lot of toe play going on.
Mhm.
Pendrell's got something for the tendrils.
Pendrell's hair.
I know, I realize, but it's the only thing that
Like
rhymes.
a phalange.
You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't rhyme. Pendrell and the phalange. It doesn't- Coming soon on CBS. Pendrell and the phalange. Pendrell rhymed.
I like your tendrils. I love them. It's just really funny.
I'm okay with the tendrils.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is when Gladys tells him that, they're just friends and he doesn't like force her to do anything.
Yeah, he just pays her
Yeah.
To like befriend him.
to hang out.
To have her around.
What did he say? Scott and I loved it. Weekending. She weekends with him,
Right.
which is such a funny antiquated term to weekend together.
Yeah, I just kind of took it as like, he likes to go out and be seen with
A pretty lady.
a pretty lady kind of
Right.
thing, and whatever that status
Well,
that
she
gets
even
him.
asked him, "Do you know what I mean by anything?"
Anything,
Yeah.
right? We don't do
Like,
anything.
yeah, we got it.
Picking up what you're laying down. The love boat.
I feel like it was kind of an allusion towards having a bit of a beard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. Doc Pretorius and the love boat.
He was wearing a Love Boat shirt last night.
No, he was
He
not.
was. He was.
That's great. I don't know. They made love boat shirts. Yeah, so Gladys has a bad feeling about the house. She doesn't want to go back in, but before you know it, they're in love and they're gonna get married and it's fine.
I mean, it's fast.
It's very
It's
fast.
very fast.
But when you find a girl who lets you touch her feet like that quickly,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm gonna make her mine.
Yep.
Like if Allison Mack let me touch her feet, that's it. I'm making her mine.
Allison Mack.
That was for
You
that
might
was-
have to
that-
fight
yeah.
someone.
That was for this guy.
That's an inside joke.
That's an inside joke for that guy.
So they need a lamp from upstairs, and we quickly learn that Horace Femme will do anything to not go upstairs, especially not alone. And there's an evil giggle coming from up there. There's also a room that is barred and padlocked.
with a plate of eaten food outside the door.
Yeah,
And the lamp.
And the lamp.
and a lamp.
Don't forget the
I
lamp.
want the lamp. Give me the lamp.
So let's see. Fisticuffs on the stairs.
Morgan comes up
Yes.
trying to get at.
He's always trying
Margaret.
to get yeah, he's always trying to get at her, which is like super gross.
Well, but remember, he also broke the window trying to get at Gladys when they
Yeah.
were walking out to the
Yes.
car. I mean, he's
He's insatiable.
he can't handle his liquor.
No.
He gets
When-
handsy.
Yeah.
When Morgan
That's
takes
not
to the
okay.
bottle. No. When Morgan takes to the bottle, he's even weirder than normal.
Yeah. So he's trying to get at Margaret, and thank God Philip
Kind of fights.
kind of gets in the way and gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, it's more like
this is more of a pendril game, like than Mr. Waverton.
Yeah. But he throws the
Lamp at him.
lamp at Morgan, which knocks Morgan down the stairs.
Unconscious but not dead.
But again, there was a big to do about getting the lamp to begin with.
Yes.
Like,
no one wants to go
Fam
up
didn't
there.
want to go. Mr. Fam did not want to go up there.
Rebecca
get the
wouldn't
lamp.
go up there either.
Right.
She kept telling
Morgan or no.
Horace.
to go up there.
Yeah.
Horace didn't want to go up unless someone went up, and
And
that's
then he wouldn't go up.
That's
any
why
further.
Philip went with him.
Got it.
Yes, Doc Pretorius, that was an axiom joke. So Miss
No getting those
Waverton.
jokes past Doc Pretorius.
Nope, got to get to pretty early.
He knows his sex cult jokes.
I mean, the Love Boat was a sex cult, pretty much.
It was, right?
It was.
Take our cruise and get married. Like, or at
Pretty
least
much.
get some.
I know what
At least get your shoes off.
You'll get your shoes off on this boat.
Captain Stubing, you know how it goes.
that his real name?
Gopher. Yes.
That's
Stubing,
suspicious.
right?
That's very suspicious.
When you rearrange the letters to Captain Stubing, it spells. I don't even know what it spells.
Do it at home and you'll find
I'm trying
out.
to think what I can say without getting kicked off YouTube.
Yeah.
It gets you.
We have our own
gets
Hays
you
code.
tendrils for the pendrils.
That's right.
Get your tendrils. For the tendrils.
I think I heard that song last night. Yeah. go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Miss Waverton is not built for this sort of excitement. She is like that archetypal, like the lady who's like clutching at the door, like
Yes.
at all times, and like, oh, I have to sit down. This is just too much for me. I mean, Gladys
And
is
some of these too, like a couple of these.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Some of those.
Don't miss that.
She basically
miss that.
101 actress, 1930s actress. I mean,
Like Gladys does that a little bit, but Gladys is a little bit more like from the streets.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she's got a little more feist in her. Like she at one point doesn't she like try to like punch at Morgan a little bit, like let me
She's a
through.
chorus girl. She's dealt
Yeah.
with handsy people before.
Exactly.
Oh, she can.
Would
Yeah,
be
she
my
can,
would be
she can
my
deal with it.
guess.
Yeah.
Whereas Margaret's like doing shadow puppets on the wall at one point.
I loved the shadow.
Like, I'm
puppets.
all alone. I don't know what to do. Shadow
Shadow
puppets.
It's what I learned at finishing school. Being on a friendly shore. I love you guys talking about the Love Boat because I never, that was one I never saw in syndication.
Okay.
So everything I know about it is from other people making fun of it.
Got it.
And I like that. That's where I want it to stay. If I could
And
pick
just
a
like
place.
every actor was on it.
Every
at
TV
some
actor
point.
at the time.
Now,
Yeah.
Fantasy
Yeah.
Island, I can talk to you about Fantasy Island. Love Boat, I can't talk to you about the Love Boat.
It's very similar. There's
Yeah,
always a
also
guest.
a sex cult.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
No, that one was obvious. I mean, matching outfits. Come on.
Yeah.
That's Cult 101.
That's
Um,
it's like a it's a Marlon Brando and
oh, my
Dr.
friend.
Moreau, little guy.
My guy, I love him.
But even
Mashai, yeah,
right. Little
Colt.
little Hervey.
yeah. So where are we going? Oh, the Wavertons. Okay, this is wild. They get into the room. They're still hearing an evil giggle on occasion, by the way, and they meet the elder Sir Roderick Fem, which is quite literally a woman dressed as an elderly man.
Yes.
And it is
But does nothing to disguise the voice.
nope.
Has an adorable little cackle.
Adorable little cackle, adorable little voice, has really good, like, this universal makeup
Hair
stuff.
appliance. Yeah.
Yeah. So turns out everybody's crazy. They've been killing siblings.
Yeah.
And then
sure.
there's an even wackier brother named Saul. What? Yeah,
Why?
there's another one. But please.
No, I'm saying why. Why is there another one locked behind a door?
Because he likes fire. And he can't be trusted. And that's why we keep Morgan around. Because though he gets out of pocket and sometimes lets Saul out of the room, he and Saul also like to beat each other up. It's weird. I don't get it, but it's,
Yeah.
we're just rolling with it.
Beat each other up.
Yeah.
Sure.
We don't know what's going on in this house.
I feel like Morgan can just control him.
Control Saul.
Saul.
Okay.
Yeah.
We see there's a great point where we see a creeping hand on a banister. I love that. Yeah, what?
Okay, is Morgan a brother or is Morgan?
Morgan's
No,
a hired
he's,
man.
He's the help.
Yeah, I feel like Morgan and Saul are a thing.
I kind
I
of
do
feel like
too.
they're like a on again,
That's
off
why I was
again.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat each other up.
I got what you
Yeah,
meant.
we got it. Yeah, it's kind of like, or even if it's not romantic, it's like they have this like Batman and Joker relationship where it's like, I don't know what I'd do once I got him, like they have to just keep, thank you. Oh my goodness, chivalry is not dead.
Never.
Pouring my beverage for me.
Well, you're in the middle of, hosting a show.
Horace Fem tells Morgan, you gotta kill him. You gotta kill Saul this time.
Better maul Saul.
Just about these people are like, gotta kill him.
It's like, yeah, you know what? While we have guests, now's the time. But I love it. Better maul Saul. It takes 3 men to subdue Morgan. Takes
It
3
does?
strong British
Morgan's
men.
Strong.
Yeah, it's big old Boris Karloff.
He's a brute.
So Saul enters the picture.
Enter Saul.
And that was who was giggling. And immediately it's like, don't trust. He's faking. And he says like, no, I'm like a prisoner here. And then as soon as he gets a moment, he grabs a knife. I've made a study of flame, he says. How good is that line? I made a study
Study
of
of
flame.
flame.
And he's,
It's a knife. It's cold.
oh yeah, he talks about how knives are like fire.
No, fire is a knife.
Fire is a knife.
Is a blade.
But
What's
is it the fire that kills?
Pendrell is trying to like placate Saul, but Saul didn't just fall off the turnip truck.
And there's a speech he's giving, right?
He's monologuing.
Monologuing at this point about biblical things that go over my head.
It's so good.
But there's like, I guess there's David and other
Saul.
names.
David
Saul.
and King Saul.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
And there's
And that they loved each other, but he threw a spear at him, and
all those things, exactly.
It happens.
And then he throws a knife at.
right,
Really good. Really
Yeah.
good
it
throw.
like lands
Great
in a chair.
effect. I
It
don't
went
know
Yeah.
how they did
yoing,
that.
yoing.
Yeah, I don't
So-
know if that
Actually,
actor
there's some
really threw
effects
it.
in here. We didn't even talk about the
Yes.
rock slide
Oh, the
at the
rock
very
slide was
beginning of the
good.
film. I was like,
Right.
oh shit, that's
Yeah.
you can see what they did there, but pretty cool.
You
Yeah,
know how
absolutely.
many people probably died on set to make
Yeah,
that rock
seriously.
slide happen?
I'm sure like everyone got electrocuted.
Many
You know?
PAs died to bring you this film.
And the rain is really coming down in sheets. This was also, Scott was a few days old ago. I can't say it. You know what I mean. When he learned that Singing in the Rain was not from the movie Singing in the Rain.
Oh yes, because
know
they
that.
sing Pendrell sings it, or
it's-
does a version of it in the back seat of the
It
car.
sent me reeling towards Google. Like, wait a minute. Did this movie come out later than I thought it did, or did Singing in the Rain was it like the first color
I
film
know.
of all time? What is going on?
Well-
Everyone thinks Gene Kelly was like,
If Scott would remember what Singing in the Rain is actually about, of course, it's about them making going from the silent to the talkie movies, and how, remember, and the lead actress, her voice wouldn't translate well.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense that song
It'd
was.
be an old song.
Yeah. Not that I need to Neil explain musicals to you or nothing, but
You know what? Bobby,
I love you.
Bobby would be
I
proud.
love you, producer Scott.
That was a good splain. Bobby would be proud. I love the actor playing Saul. I think he's really brilliantly plays that character. Brember Wills. What a great name. Brember.
Bramber.
Come to
Brember
tea,
Wills.
Brember.
Bramber.
Yeah.
Oh, so the women are hiding in a closet.
Mr. Fem goes to his room and is like, I'm out.
Yeah, he's like,
He
just
nopes
take
out.
care of this for
Yeah.
me. Rebecca? Where's Rebecca? Who knows?
Okay, real quick. The actress, whoever that played the patriarch, what was his whatever.
Rebecca Femme, Ava Moore.
Okay. Is that the same one who played the patriarch, who played the old Roderick, whatever his name was?
No.
No.
Okay. I was just curious
No.
because it kind of looked
Sir
like
Roderick Femme was played by Elspeth Dudgeon.
Elspeth Dungeon, but credited as John Dungeon.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is
huh?
wild.
Yeah.
Right? A little gender bending, a little
How dare they?
little drag king going on.
We're living for it in 2025. So what are we doing? Oh, Saul's setting the damn drapes on fire. He's gonna burn them all alive in this freaking house.
Yeah.
Oh, every family's got one.
The women and Morgan have a run in, which is, comedic. Morgan and Saul. That's what's his name?
Pendrell.
Pendrell
and
Pendrell.
Morgan.
They brawl.
They got a tussle.
And then they fall off the
Second
banister
story,
or something.
yeah.
Yeah. And they're both, well, you don't know, but
We think they're both dead.
we think they're both dead. And that's where Morgan,
Carries
Right.
Saul upstairs
he cradles him.
tenderly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, why we're thinking
Yeah.
Oh, there's
beat
a thing.
each other up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's something there.
Yeah.
We don't know what.
There's actually, this movie also had a few really good stunts, including that fall,
Mhm.
because they fell into the hard floor.
They did.
And there
yeah.
were several other ones where they fell downstairs
Stairs,
or
yeah.
did other things that were not. I mean, I'm just like, God damn, the movie making back then was like just
wild.
Wild West.
Yeah.
And
No.
could you see if it was the actual actors or?
I mean,
I did not.
I
you know,
kind of was
the
trying to
Karloff
look.
one when he goes down the stairs.
That different.
I didn't
thought that was
rewind
him.
But he's
but
also
I-
wearing makeup, so it could.
True,
say.
true.
But somebody was tumbling down.
No
those
question.
stairs.
Yep.
And I don't know. It looked to me like two humans fell off the banister, but maybe they were like sacks of sand. I don't know.
I think they were humans.
Looked,
They look pretty
looked
good
like humans to
to
me.
be
Yeah.
just a sack.
Somebody made a good point of with the rock slide. How did the other people get in?
No, they came from the other direction.
Came from the other
And they
direction?
were rock slided in when they came.
They were driving the 1932 version of the Hummer, and they just went over it.
But so how are they getting out then? To go-
Actually, you never see their car.
No, you do not.
they just show up.
Maybe they just walk. Maybe they were in the rock slide. They just climbed over the rock slide.
They
and
say their
walked.
car drowned, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe
Oh, that's right. So
Okay.
maybe they didn't.
No.
they walked there.
What actually happened, it was their ghosts.
Oh my God,
Oh,
they're
They
They're
gone.
forever
always
are
dead.
wandering.
Oh, poor
Well,
Pembroke's
spoiler
buried.
alert from the end of
around.
the episode, they were in purgatory all along.
Ah!
Oh, I love it. So they survive to the light of day. Pendrell is alive
He's
but
alive.
concussed, and Sir Porterhouse guarding over everyone with
Yeah.
like a stick, and the femmes are like, "Hey, good morning. What?
What's going on? What do we miss?
Good? Yeah." And it's like, "Oh, nothing. Just got
Saul's
rid of
dead.
that brother for you."
Right? I know.
saved your house from burning down. Met your dad.
Like Horace comes out, he's just all like refreshed and
Oh, he had a great night's sleep.
She's like, morning, breakfast,
Yeah.
anyone?
Have a
And
big
Pendrell's
English
not
breakfast.
concussed enough that, he wanted to propose. What did he keep saying? It
The cold light of
cold
day.
light of morning, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So he proposes.
And the other couple, the Wavertons, go to get an ambulance. Where it's like, why can't we all go?
Yeah, and how are you going to get out?
Are you gonna get out? You gotta push that little rickety crickety car over the.
Good question.
Over the
I guess the
stones.
river subsided enough at that point.
But you know what matters is that those two crazy kids are engaged.
That's right.
And Saul is dead, and the Femmes are happy. Not Morgan, though. Morgan will
Morgan.
never be the same.
Yeah, I don't think Morgan's working there much longer.
You think he put in his 2 weeks?
I think so.
That
Actually,
is
what I
nice.
think is going to happen, tagging onto the purgatory,
Okay.
they are driving for the ambulance.
Mhm.
They're driving all night long, trying to get out. It starts raining again. Pendrell pops out of the back seat again.
Oh my God, they're in a loop.
They're in a loop.
They're in a time loop. It's a time loop trope. I love time loops.
Because we never knew that Pendrell was there anyway.
Right.
Right? He just
Sure.
seemingly comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Pendrell really does for some reason, I thought there was going to be some sort of twist that he wasn't real. He wasn't real.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't
Yeah.
really there. Absolutely.
So yeah, I think when we first catch them, they are still looking for
Yeah.
an ambulance.
They're at the start of
Yeah.
of our loop. The
Of
loop.
our
Yes.
loop. Yes.
Damn.
There you go.
It's
Much.
What year did
Oh my God,
Harvey come out?
It's Baskin. Harvey was, I don't know, like 10 years later?
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more? 40?
Oh, good question.
Harvey was inspired by the old dark house, confirmed.
Confirmed. You read it here first.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
The
Okay.
imaginary friend.
Yes, imaginary friend. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if you haven't seen, I picked Baskin once, and
You did.
I love that movie.
Good episode.
Adore
Cool
that movie.
movie.
Baskin.
Here's
Oh, and by the way,
yes,
it's a Universal picture.
yes, it is.
How it ends. It's a Universal picture.
It's a universal picture.
But they also cast so good, you got to see it twice.
Yes.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like they put it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's universal. We love it. Thank you, Universal. Thank you, James Whale. Thank you, Ernst.
Thank you, Sandra, for picking.
For sure.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Caleb. But we don't. Oh, thank you, producer Scott. We don't have to say goodbye quite yet.
No.
We're gonna say goodbye to the old dark house and hello to a cult show classic game, which is a drawing game where I have the other characters on this program draw a fictitious fantasy mythological creature, cryptid. But we're gonna up the stakes a little bit. But let us get into position and I'll tell you more.
Be back in a minute.
Is that my camera? Is that my camera? Yes. Okay. Let's get into it. So in this fun game, like I said, I have my co-hosts draw a little something. Now in the past, what we've done is I've given them a very brief time frame to draw. Oh, I was gonna borrow your phone for a timer. shoot. Just one moment. But I'm upping the stakes. I'm going to give them a little bit more time to draw, and we're going to use colored Sharpies so they can. We're getting into Technicolor now, and I'm expecting big things. I'm
Okay.
expecting a lot from these pictures because I feel like all of us, this has enriched our artistic sensibilities, and I'm expecting details. I'm expecting landscapes. I'm expecting accessories on the creatures. It's Neil, so there's going to be hair. All that. So, are we ready?
Hey.
Sure.
Ready.
Pencils at the ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Mm. Favorite part of these
Is it good?
episodes.
For the first critter, we have the Lugot, or the Lyogot. This is a vampire-like being from Albanian mythology. So we're going vampire-like. They live inside wells and old ruins and caves. They never see the sunlight. They have a frightening visage and are extremely violent. A Lugot can fly and ride the winds and assails their victims in their sleep. He also lures people, especially children, to himself when he is concealed in darkness. As undead, they can't be killed during night, but if they are caught in their graves, they can be burnt to death.
Wow.
Lugots are believed to wear the skin of a dead person and have long fingernails. Time.
Sorry,
is
I wasn't listening.
now
Can you
ticking.
repeat?
Absolutely. The Lugot, Albanian vampire-like creature.
Okay.
Hide in the shadows, never see darkness, live in water wells, old ruins, no sunlight, caves, frightening visage, extremely violent, lures people, especially children, long fingernails, undead, but can be burned in their graves, will often wear the skin of a dead person. I think we're all quaking in our boots.
It sounds horrible.
It's very frightening. Don't you love that, like vampires are one of those things that's like in every culture? There's like
Yeah.
a vampire everywhere. I love that. The vampire shall never die as a trope. Who's your favorite vampire? We all know Neil's favorite vampire.
Edward Cullen.
Edward Cullen. No, it's
I
what's
wish
his
I could
name?
remember the prince's name from Vampire the Embarrassment. I mean, Vampire
Masquerade.
the Masquerade.
His name was Prince Fidelis. No, I don't know that to
Sure.
be true.
I was going to be so impressed if you actually knew.
I made it up. I don't know that. I wonder if some of our artists are going to place the Lugot in the well, like Baby Jessica, or perhaps outside the well, emerging. Don't forget that the Lugot can fly and rides the winds to assail their victims. They kept saying he in this article, so I'm actually not sure if there are female Lugots, but you could make your Lugot any gender expression you want because this is your art. And I really hope that everybody at home is drawing as well. We see over here, I see a lot of black Sharpie, but I know they've used other colors. Caleb's dipping into the green. Caleb, do you like the color green?
Sure.
Kind of weirdly associate you with green, and I don't know
Really?
why. What color do
Interesting.
you guys associate Caleb with? I associate Neil with maroon,
I mean,
probably because of the
I wear a
maroon
lot
cardigan.
of black, but
Yeah,
and I do have green stuff, but a lot of it's like
yeah.
forest green.
I also associate you with
Dark.
checkerboard pattern because you're a checkerboard bitch.
Dang.
Let's see.
Dang.
Scott's done.
Dang.
He has made the bold decision to finish a few seconds early. Time is wrapping up. Artists,
If I
Please
start
put
on
on your-
anything else, I feel like I'll run out of time before I finish it.
great arts,
And
great
I'm
works
really
of art
happy
are
with
not
my-
ever finished, merely abandoned. And
No.
Nope.
we're going to need to wrap it up here. I'm going to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get my red out for you.
Rose the hat absolutely counts. Okay, Scott, you're up.
All right, so I
Show
went
us your
with
Lugot.
the Legat. I feel is very
Ooh.
very
Lost Boys. Lost Boys don't cry.
Very,
I
very My Chemical Romance.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
MCR.
Fuck you and your Lost Boys.
Ouch.
But you'll notice he's
hey,
wearing
hey.
This is a family show.
it is an adequate film.
Lost Boys is
Damn.
the best and
That's almost
best vampires.
as bad as you talking crap about my favorite vampire.
I saw somebody say that the Lost Boys, they're all gay, and they're trying to get Michael to join them and be gay with them. And I was like, I love it. Yes, go on.
He has wonderful little wings that allows him to, fly on the wind.
Flight.
He has a very sharp suit made of
Oh my.
human corpse skin. And the most beautiful emo over you've ever seen.
I love that. What's that in the background?
It's a well.
That is the well.
That is
He's
the well.
emerged.
He's about to go into the well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Caleb, your Lugot. Ooh, I'm getting Nosferatu vibes. Joe Hill Nosferatu.
So you see a well in the background.
Yeah, with grass.
You also see a cave in the background.
Mm-hmm. To the mountainside.
He winters in the well. He summers in the cave.
Like you do. Traditional Albanian.
He's got long fingernails, red eyes. Why not? Artistic license.
Yes, that's what I asked for.
And he's reaching for a skin suit.
So where Scott put his in a shark skin suit, you actually drew the skin suit. Thank you for the arrow, too.
Well, hasn't put it on yet.
No. I love the
He's about to.
forced perspective of your piece, and I
He's,
love the artistic touches of the ear and the eyebrow.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm not very proud of mine.
Oh my,
But-
he's frightening visage.
He is.
You did not forget the hair.
Did not forget the
God.
hair.
We got a balloon that's very it coded.
But, there's a little boy.
Ah, because he's luring the child.
Yes,
He's got blood coming out of his mouth.
he does.
What
because
is he wearing?
He's wearing a mixture of like a Count Dracula, old school, old time,
Yeah.
type of suit. But he's also got his wings hanging out right now, ready to go.
I like the.
Mark, it is Mothman vibes. You're right.
It is. It's giving Mothman, and I love those feet.
Yes.
Those are not feet I'd want to meet in a dark,
No.
a
Those,
dark alley.
Pendrell would like these feet.
Oh, that's super
Get
pendulum
away,
coded.
tendrils.
Yes, skin suit up on the rack. Let me. That's so good, Mark. Let me just pull that down. All right. Fresh paper. Fresh paper. Fresh paper.
Free drink.
All right.
Free drinks.
Free drinks. We demand free drinks. All right. Next up, we have the bunyip. The bunyip. Okay, so there's
The
a
bunyip.
lot of different descriptions of. Is it bunyip? Bunyip?
Bunyip?
It's a bunyip.
Bunyip.
It's a bunyip.
Okay. Creature from Aboriginal mythology of southeastern Australia, said to lurk in swamps, billabongs, which I thought that was just a clothing brand, creeks, riverbeds, and watering holes. So some people say they resemble seals or swimming dogs. Some people say they are long-necked creatures with small heads. Some are ambiguous beyond categorization, as Wikipedia puts it. The seal dog variety is often described as being between 4 and 6 feet with shaggy black or brown coat. Some say their heads resemble a bulldog, prominent ears, no tail, and whiskers like a seal or otter. The long neck variety is allegedly between 5 and 15 feet long and is said to have black or brown fur, large ears, small tusks, and a head like a horse or an emu. Very easy to get confused between those two. An elongated maned neck and about 3 feet long with many folds of skin. And now this one's saying, and a horse-like tail. So we had no tail to horse-like tail. I'm going to leave it up to our artists to determine. The bunyip has been described as amphibious, nocturnal, reclusive, recalcitrant. No, I just making that up. And inhibiting lakes, rivers, and swamps. They often have a flipper, a loud roaring call. They can have fins or flippers. They feed on crayfish, but some legends have portrayed them as a more bloodthirsty creature, devouring man. Can't. The bunyip. The bunyip.
The bunny, yeah.
When you hear bun, you think in like a bunny? No, not at all. Bunnies are not amphibious. Shaggy black or brown coat, maybe the bulldog. How many of you think that they'll go for the bulldog approach? Prominent ear.
Yeah.
Frick you, draw
I
in.
don't like this one.
Whiskers. Are you frightened of your own art?
No.
Did you take it to a dark place?
Sure. No.
If you're a crayfish, you're probably safe. Going to start wrapping up the time here soon.
But not yet, right?
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to it now. Start putting your finishing touches on your bunyip, please. Let this bunyip frighten people through the camera lens. All right.
Were we supposed to frighten people with it? I think I may have gone the wrong direction then.
Oh, well, that's fine. And we're going to say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Caleb.
Sure. I don't like this one. I don't like it.
What are you upset about? It's
I don't like it.
beautiful. Oh, I like your bunyip. So
Mark
first,
said he's using these descriptions as a Tinder profile.
okay, Caleb's bunyip has prominent ears, has the shaggy tail, and oh, look, it's in the water and there's a tree on the riverbank. Why don't you like your bunyip?
I don't know.
Is that flippers? Does it have flippers?
It's got a fin or a flipper, sure.
I like your bunyip. I think it's very nice.
Oh, I like your
No,
bunyip.
that's bulldog like.
Bulldog-like.
Wow. That's
Neil,
really good.
your bunyip, please.
I think Scott should be.
Oh no! A horse's horse, says this bunyip. Again, the red eye. Oh, and what is he doing? He's roaring.
He's roaring. You said he has big.
You went with the horse-like mane tail, long neck.
Yep.
I love your bunyip.
Disfigured fins.
On the riverbank.
Yep.
Beautiful.
In the swamp.
Three horns don't play with one.
You know, Shrek who? That's what I have to say. Scott?
So, fun fact: many people feel that the bunyip came from dugongs, like in Australia, like in a certain film that we recently watched.
Fortress?
Killed multiple times.
That's right.
So I went the dugong route.
Oh my god, it's French!
That's
He has
adorable.
little horns, but
that's
those
adorable.
big
It is.
black eyes, like a doll's eyes, but
So-
very
so
very
nice. Okay.
very sweet.
Very
So,
nice.
I love
I
his
would-
little flipper.
I would give that bunyip a hug and never let go.
I imagine that Scott's bunyip very politely eats crayfish and would very politely eat a human.
Exactly.
Like, I'm so sorry, I'm hungry.
Please, may I eat you?
I'm hungry. I'm just baby. I'm just baby. Give me human. I love your bunyip.
I'm just here. I'm just here.
I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
Yeah, beautiful eyes. We got soulless eyes and beautiful
I'm
eyes.
just a little bunyip standing in front of a human asking to eat you politely.
You guys did such a good job on your bunyips. Okay, next we have the Yara. Oh, and any pronunciation mistakes, I'm sorry. I tried. I love all these creatures, and I don't mean to disrespect their names. Yara Me Yara Who is a legendary.
Yara me, Yara who.
So I just said I respect them, and then that happened. You know what? They're gonna come for Scott. Is what's gonna happen. The Yara Me Yahahu. There we go.
I can't.
May I have a bite of Yara?
Okay. We got another vampire.
Oh, jeez.
This one is also Aboriginal in origin. The legendary creature resembles a little frog man who is red. He has a huge head, a large mouth with no teeth, and suckers on the end of his hands and feet. Citation is needed for that. They are said to live in fig trees. Instead of hunting for food, it's described as waiting for an unsuspecting traveler to rest under the fig tree. The creature then drops down and uses its suckers to drain the victim's blood. After that, it swallows the person, drinks some water, because hydration is important, and then takes a nap. How relatable is that? Everybody loves a little nap after a yummy meal. When the Yara Me Yaha who awakens, it regurgitates the victim,
Wow.
leaving them shorter than before. Don't ask me how. The victim's skin also now has a reddish tint that it did not have before. If the process is repeated, the victim becomes a Yarame Yahahu themselves.
What, can you describe the legs again?
Did I not describe the legs?
I think you may have, but I
Oh,
missed
suckers
it.
on the hands and feet.
Suckers on the hands.
That's how it does the blood. According to legend, the Yarameyahu, is only active during the day. It's a day dweller and only targets living prey. Playing dead until sunset is offered as a ploy to avoid attack. That's very clever. Additionally, the folklore says that the creature was not meant to be seen and got rid of anybody who glimpsed it. That's so bad. Stories of this creature were reportedly told to misbehaving children. If you're not good, the red frog man is going to come and get you.
What was that thing you were scared of that drop out of trees? Koalas and
Drop
eat you?
bears.
Drop
Drop bears. That's it.
So
And you should remember their names, because if you ever go there, they're very dangerous.
I
Okay.
find this creature chilling and also fascinating. I love frogs, personally. Big frog fan. And I like that it can regurgitate and repeat the process to make you one of them. But I love that it has a drink of water. We should all have a drink of water right now. Or whatever your beverage of choice is. I cannot get used to this camera right here. Caleb, how do you do this? Jesus Christ.
He just doesn't look at it.
I don't. I often forget it's there,
Like, literally never looks at it. Never, never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
unless I really want to make a point.
Play dead until sunset.
And then usually you just look at me.
You know
This
what's
is
so
true.
cute about this creature is that it sleeps during the night. That's so unusual for like a cryptid. Normally they're night dwellers. This is so sweet. He's very relatable. I think he's just like us. Okay, we're gonna start wrapping here.
No, we're not.
We are though.
You said you were giving us more time.
I am giving
And you're
you
giving
more
us less time.
and
No,
I know.
I'm
it
giving
is
you
less
more
time.
time.
This is so much less time.
I feel like you
not
are
even
all
fair.
misbehaving children right now. And the red frog man and his suckers are going to come and get you. You ungrateful lot for how much time you have been given. All right. Will Scott go with adorable eyes? Will Neil go with red eyes? Kind of his trademark, if you will, at least for this evening. All right. Thank you. And we will be wrapping up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I can't do much more.
Pencils down. Pencils down. Pencils down. Oh my God, Scott's been broken. I love it. Okay, Neil, you have to go first. You broke Scott.
I feel like Scott's. It's not,
He's in
it's
love.
not that bad.
He's in love with it. I love it. Let's see him. Oh my! Oh no! He's so cute. Oh my God! Ribbit. Now those
Ribbit, you'll love it.
the eyes look great. I love the nose. He's been working out.
He's got some tone in this. Yeah,
What's he wearing?
it's like a little diaper loincloth kind of thing.
Kind of. It looks like a swim bottom. He's got his suckers on his feet. It
He
looks like
does.
macaroni a little. I absolutely adore him. I think he is precious, precious, and we should protect him with our lives.
We should.
Scott.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh,
I went
you
a little
forgot that he was
three-dimensional.
supposed to be red.
That's red. Just say you're colorblind. They can't shame you if you say
This
you're
is red when
colorblind.
taking with an orthochromatic view.
Perfect.
Almost free.
Oh, I love the way you did the suckers on there. They're
Reaching
really
out to
coming
get
at
you.
ya.
Reaching out to get you.
Yeah, that's good.
I like him.
I like him too.
He is
I like that his little tongue is sticking out.
not my favorite of the three this time,
No?
but I love him.
I love him. I think he's gorgeous. Caleb,
Very nice.
I'm not having a very good drawing day.
No, don't
No,
say
I'm not.
that.
I'm not.
Well,
Swear-
I look at that and know
swear I'm
exactly what
not.
that is. So, what's he saying? Is he saying something, or is
Oh, that's Vom.
that's the vomit from the regurgitated human? I love the suckers. I love his big toothy grin. You did understand the assignment meant red.
And I'm colorblind.
Colorblind people, no excuse. Beautiful, beautiful
Frog and
job.
ran with
I know,
it.
right?
Yeah.
All right,
You like.
you guys are on fire.
I don't know.
Caleb needs to stop being so hard.
Where did my
Cells.
black pen go? Okay.
Okay,
It's so hard.
gonna change it up a little bit for you. We're going
Fur-coated.
Greek. We're going Greek.
A Greek vampire.
Greek. All
No,
right.
not a vampire.
Another-
This is a divine being. This is the Nephile from
Bette
Greek.
Midler?
From Greek
The divine bit.
and from Greek and Roman mythology, the Nephile is a cloud or a mass of clouds being. The name is like the goddess of like clouds, like think clouds. She is also the goddess of hospitality, generosity, loyalty, peace, and shyness. She's a little shy. She's just a little shy. She's just a little shy lady.
Does she like live in the clouds or something?
She is clouds.
She is cloud.
She become cloud.
Okay.
I love Greek and Roman mythology. I mean, I love every mythology,
just a
but I'm one of
person?
those kids, Greek and Roman. It's like
Sure.
my thing. So I love the visual of this lady. Like, you could make her out of clouds, you can make her among the clouds, you can make her a sentient cloud.
Whoa!
Whoa! But don't forget, lest we forget, she is also the goddess of hospitality. Say it with me now. Generosity,
Hospitality.
General.
loyalty, peace, and shyness.
I don't know what any
They
of that
really
means.
thought of a divinity for everything. I would say that she would probably get along well with some of our creatures because they're a little shy. Maybe she looks over the shy creatures. I don't know.
Hmm.
Friendly cloud. Yeah, I like that. I love clouds. Who doesn't love clouds? So let's see. I think blue is a good color choice. Neil is getting into pink. He's getting into a pink. Caleb's dipping into the blue. The blue. Scott is hoarding pens in his hot little hand. He's got a blue. He's got a peach. Oh, he's dropped them all. He's got the raspberry. Now we've got him dipping into the blue. Interesting.
Raspberry.
You know, this is divinity. This is a goddess. Earrings. Maybe she likes cosmetics. A crown? Is it raining? Is it sunny? How shy is she? Very hard at work. Hardly any chitter chatter.
Wanted to-
Oh no, Scott's
to
getting
my
frustrated
world.
with his art.
No, it's not getting frustrated with my art, but the arms are looking like breasts, and I'm not loving that.
They're not that. They're arms, people. Get your mind out of the gutter. Okay. I want you to start thinking about wrapping up. I want you to start thinking about what more can I say and do to get the Nephile across. We're in ancient Greece, we're in ancient Rome. All right. We're going to call it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Top of the order, Scott.
Okay. So, just to be clear, these arms are like this kind of thing, but like a cloud.
Doing the little.
You know, kind of like,
Oh, yes,
you
gotcha.
know what I mean? Okay, yes. She is hiding in the fog.
Oh my.
She is a cloud being shy. Don't look
Yeah.
at me.
Don't look at me. Don't
I'm just a
perceive
cloud
me.
in the fog. I'm just a cloud in the fog.
I love her eyelashes, and I love the blue highlights that you added to your goddess. Very nicely done. Caleb.
It's like Casper.
Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful.
She's very demure.
She's very demure. She's very mindful. Thank you, Jules. I love her lipstick. I love everything.
She's not
about
afraid of
her.
a red lipstick though, but she's still very demure.
She's a lady.
Whoa.
Very nicely done, Caleb. Neil? Oh my word. Look at her go.
Look at her.
She's positively beaming.
She is indeed. With hospitality.
Does she have red eyes?
I don't remember. Pink.
They're pink
Pink
eyes.
pupils.
She's got pink eye.
Scott Baio.
I didn't.
I love that she's
missed
like
that.
kind of
Yeah,
got
I
her
did
arms
too.
outstretched, like welcoming her people in.
Yep.
I can fix it.
Very beautiful, Neil.
She is.
And it's giving Marge Simpson a little. But kind
Oh,
of like
really?
a wilted Marge.
A wilted Marge. Okay.
Yeah. Nicely done. All right. We're gonna be pushing it a little, but I'd like to do another creature or two.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Hold up, I'm not working.
I think you've earned this
Where'd
creature.
my black go? Someone took my black.
This
That's not
is
the black I was using.
this is going to be a big challenge for our artists
She didn't have any
because there is
Here it is.
not much description.
Uh-oh.
So I want you to get into
the
your
big one.
inner
Much
world.
like the cloud lady.
Yes. Get into your inner world and start to really think about this, okay?
Okay.
This is the tilbury. The
That's it?
Can you
tilbury,
spell that for me?
Tilberi, or snooker is another word. This is an Icelandic folklore creature created by witches to steal milk. Only women can create and own them. There are regional variants. Tilbury in the north, snooker in the south and west. There are no written mentions of this creature. But there is a 17th century writer who mentions a witch being punished for having one in the 1500s. So that's a very legitimate source. To create a tilbury, the woman steals a rib from a recently buried body early on Whit Sunday, twists it around gray wool, which she must steal for this purpose. Sometimes it says the wool must be plucked from between the shoulders of a widow's sheep. It's very specific. The next 3 Sundays at communion, she spits the sanctified wine on the bundle, making it come more alive each time. She then lets it feed on the inside of her thigh, which will give her a telltale wart-like growth. The woman can now send the tilbury to retrieve milk from other people's cows and ewes. It will return to the window of her dairy and call out, and I quote, "Full belly, mummy," or "Churn lid off, mummy." If
What
that's
does they
not,
look like though?
and vomit the stolen milk into her butter churn. To get the milk from the animal's udder, it jumps on her back and lengthens itself to reach down. Some say it's able to reach down on both sides to get 2 teats at once. An inflammatory hardening of the udder was ascribed to the tilbury. And as late as the 19th century, animals were protected by making the sign of the cross under the udder and over the rump and laying a salter on the spine. It's very intricate to protect your butter and milk.
Still
Butter
don't know what these things
churned.
look like.
Butter churned from milk stolen from a tilbury will clump together as if curdled or even melt away into foam. If the sign of the cross is made over it, or something called the butter knot drawn over it, maybe that makes it melt too.
Not the butternut.
Not the butter knot. So, can you imagine just
No.
hearing this disembodied voice saying, "Full belly, mummy," wink, wink, or "Churn lid off, mummy,"
Mommy.
and then it vomits stolen milk into a butter churn. We've got wool. We've got bones. We've got cows and ewes. We've got the sign of the cross. We've got women, 4 women. She's a girl's girl. She's a girl's girl. I am so horrified. I think the concept of milk is kind of weird. Like, let's just be honest. Milk is weird. And then we've got this milk thief. that turns udders red. I hate this thing.
So basically, this is a way to explain like
Somebody stealing your milk.
infection.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And
And
like an
then
infection on the udders, so it's no longer creating milk. So
and
someone
your animal's not getting milk
obviously
anymore.
stole it.
So it's
and turned them
clearly
red.
an evil woman did this. Please. Lest we forget, full belly mummy
Oh, belly mummy.
or churn lid off mummy. That one's so sassy to me. That one is so sassy to me. Tilbury's or Snickers. I'm going to be really proud of what you all put forth with this, because this might be our biggest artistic challenge to date. And 10, 9, 8.
No.
Yes.
No. What this is.
7, 6. 5, 4.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
5, 4 going once. 5, 4 going twice. Where will the milk thief come through? Milk thief. 3, 2, 1.
Ew, reached around.
It's so horrifying.
Mark,
All right.
you are on fire tonight.
He is.
This Mark is on fire. Okay, Neil, your
Mark's-
Tilbury, please.
Mark's helping with the chat tonight.
We all went very.
Oh my god, this might be my favorite
yeah, of
piece
course. Yeah.
of the night.
No.
Your Tilbury
No.
looks gorgeous. Hair, always hair.
Always a hair.
Your Tilbury looks quite pleased with itself. It looks quite chuffed.
He's very happy. She's got the
And-
full belly.
Got a full belly. Got a little bit of mane,
Yep.
whiskers. Very nice, very useful. Long arms, long tail. That tail could get an extra udder.
Yeah.
And the milk. Hey, look what I've got. Hey, bitches. I got that milk. Got milk? I do. Tilbury.
No, very
That
done.
is a
Nailed it.
very Jim Henson creation.
Scott,
Done.
what are you doing over there?
Just adding a little hint of color.
Show your picture.
Just a hint of color.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm surprised at you.
So
Wait, what? We can add?
No, we cannot add.
a quick hint of color, just so it could be seen by the camera. That's really all it was.
Show us,
Okay.
show us your Tilbury.
So the
Shenanigans.
first and only thing I really heard until the very end was steals milk. So I was like, how would a creature steal milk? It would have to have some sort of trumpety mouth in order to just fully just suck, just like grab onto that udder.
What does that say? In the
Full
corner?
belly mummy.
What's it say in the corner?
Oh, that's the name of the
Oh, the
creature.
Tilbury.
I wanted to write it down for myself for inspiration. It's wearing a gold cross because I mean the cross thing. It likes crosses clearly, right?
Well, yeah, that's
yeah.
kind of like how you get rid of it. But
Well, yeah, he's mocking this.
he's
this-
mocking the
this-
truth.
he's mocking this silly superstition of
Oh
putting
my
a
God.
cross on the cow.
I
Please.
feel like-
that's gonna stop him.
I-
That's gonna stop him.
I feel like your Tilbury looks guilty.
And you see, the body is made of a rib.
Made of
The
a
body
rib.
is made of a rib, but then of course there's a big belly.
Does your Tilbury
on
have
there.
guilt for what it's done? Because it looks
No, man.
ashamed.
It's just chill. It's just like
Full belly, mummy.
full belly mummy.
Bitch. Okay, I love your Tilbury. Caleb. Oh my gosh. Full belly. What's that? Oh, we got an angry creature over
What?
there. Says like, don't you take my milk.
Oh, that's a cow.
Yeah.
And it's got a red udder, but you can't really tell it.
Yeah.
They put a sign of a cross underneath it, but it fell off.
Oh,
So it's on the ground.
it's on the ground.
There's butter churn,
Yeah.
and there's a witch.
Who's sending forth. I love your interpretation. I love that all of you went so different. Of course, we all know that Neil actually captured the Tilbury because that is verbatim
I agree.
the picture.
That's exactly what Sandra said.
Yeah.
I did not hear a description of what it looked like. So
Yeah.
That's okay. I love it. Can I give you one more?
Yep.
do
One
Let's
more.
do one more.
yeah,
We're going to go out on a high note. One of my personal favorite creatures needs no introduction. The chupacabra.
Oh.
The chupacabra, the goat sucker,
yeah.
from the Spanish chupa and the cabras. Yep, that could be it. Another kind of vampiric-y creature. So this is a legendary cryptid, folklore parts of the Americas. The name comes from the animal's purported vampirism. It is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock. Some people say it's a little dog-like. Some people say it's a heavy creature, reptilian and alien-like. So you have the dog, you have the reptile, you have the alien. Which chupacabra will you choose? Roughly the size of a small bear. With a row of spines reaching from the neck to the base of the tail. Initial sightings accompanying descriptions first occurred in Puerto Rico in 1995. The creature has since been reported as far north as Maine, so that must be where it winters or summers or something, and as far south as Chile, and even outside the Americas in countries like Russia and the Philippines. These chupacabras are traveling. The chupacabra has a passport, and I don't. Go figure. All the reports are anecdotal and have been disregarded by uncorroborated or lacking evidence. So stupid. It's clearly real. Some people say that it's a canine of some sort that's been afflicted with mange. I choose to believe the chupacabra is absolutely alive and well and with us. I remember first learning about the chupacabra as a youngling, and I thought it was wonderful. And I thought, I have room in my heart for a chupacabra. I would love to own one. I think feeding it, we'd have to work on that, because I really don't want it hurting livestock. Chupacabra. Let's see. Oh, hard at work. Hard at work. Scott is again hoarding multiple pens in his hand. I think he thinks that gives him a competitive edge over his fellow artists.
Which is funny because I've done exactly one color so far.
Yeah. But he just doesn't want the others to have it. Neil has been going with brown.
And red.
Caleb's got a pen on the ground. That's bad news. Do we think Neil's chupacabra will have red eyes? Do we think they might? I think they might. Oh, Caleb's got orange going on. Hard at work. You can hear the gears of artistic pressure churning like so much stolen milk to be vomited into a churn. Let's see. The
Well, that's green.
chupacabra is well known. I feel like when you say
That's a dumb green.
the chupacabra, you can picture it in your mind. You have some vision of it. Alien-like, the reptilian-like, or the dog-like one. I would love to know if when it was traveling in Maine and the Philippines and Russia and Chile, what was it doing? Was it vacationing? Was it trying to have time off? Was it trying to visit Stephen King? Was it attacking the livestock, or was it just trying to live its life? Does the chupacabra not get to take vacation? Does chupacabra always have to be on for you people? You're asking a lot of the chupacabra. I'm gonna need our artists to start wrapping up their chupas and their cabras, because I know these are gonna be good. I know these are gonna be good. Scott's done. All right, it's gonna be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh, we have a lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement.
Yeah. Consulting knows the outsider.
Oh my god! Mine's
Scott,
like...
Scott, let's see your chupacabra.
Yeah, I have to go first because these two are...
killed
so
it?
I have a herd of chupacabras.
Oh my God! Look at them all go.
They have feasted. They're living in the mountains.
Canine-like.
I love them. I'm more proud of the mountain and the trees
The mountain and the trees are
than
beautiful.
I am of my chupas.
Oh, lots of blood going on.
But I like it. I like it.
You know what's funny is because I don't know of them traveling in herds, but they could.
However, I'm just going to say right now,
It's a
Adding
snow
color
peaked
like
mountain.
Scott did.
Yeah.
I am the weakest link.
No.
Goodbye.
And you have hair on it. That's
It's
very
okay. I'm
Neil-like
very
hair.
proud of many of. I'm very.
Neil, are you
proud.
doing shenanigans with that red
I'm
pen?
adding color like
Yeah,
Scott did.
color.
I'm
so
very,
that,
I'm
the
very
camera will
proud
pick it
of many of my art, and I like this one.
I
But
love your
and he's going
chupacabra.
on this
Same
one,
name.
on this one,
Your,
That was a pen?
your
Ugh.
chupacabra is giving corgi. Hold it up again.
I was going more for
It's Buck.
chalupa.
It's
No,
Buck from Call
Chalupa?
of the Wild.
yo quiero Taco Bell
Or Chihuahua.
The
Chihuahua,
Chihuahua,
but
yeah.
that's fine. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
All right, Caleb, your chupacabra.
I like.
All right.
So Neil pointed out that this actually kind of looks like Bill the cat. So I had to write dog in there to make sure that you all know it's dog-like.
Oh my gosh, I love your chupacabra.
He's got spines from the neck to the tail.
A little red nose.
He's got reptilian scales all over his body.
Yeah, he
so
does.
A little bit of both. And a little red nose.
And I feel like those eyes could like peer through dense jungles, forests.
Sure.
Very nice chupacabra. And Neil, last but not least.
Sorry.
Oh my God. This is so precious. You again, like Scott, you did Mountain Peaks.
Yep.
Tell us what's happening in here. Are these two chupacabras?
The two chupacabras. Yeah, one more canine-esque. The other maybe took on a little feline
Little feline
attribute.
energy. Red eyes.
Seriously, like Neil's is the perfected version of mine.
It's the evolution.
Okay.
So your chupacabra looks really strong.
Better maybe. I think he.
Better off to pull your goats and children
Yeah.
into the deep jungles.
Oh, chupacabra not eating no children.
I think he came out of Hello Kitty, but
Little Sanrio in
Little
nature.
Sanrio,
And I
that's right.
love the lake of blood.
that's right.
Beautiful job, guys. Thank you so much.
I think
Round of
Caleb.
applause for our
Good job,
artists.
Sandra. Good job.
Good job.
I love
as
this
always.
game, and you guys get better and better every time we play it.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I was regressed a little on this
I don't
one.
know. I pretty much feel like I suck, but you know, that's all right. It's still
Give
fun.
them love in the comments, please.
That's all
They did a beautiful job on their art, and I would love to see if you played along at home what you did. How did you draw? I didn't draw at all. All right, everybody.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for us, huh?
Yeah.
So then we went a little long playing our game, which
Maybe
we
a
love.
little extra time, just about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's okay. We like it. Do we decide if we're doing? Should we just get back to people on our choice?
No, we'll do our choice.
I'm gonna do it early that time.
It's not really that early. It's not really that early.
Okay. All right.
No.
So be it. Well, then we are doing our. We have a viewer pick.
Pray for me, guys.
We have a viewer pick. The Reverend Michael B. has tempted us yet again with another film. This one, though, he wanted us to watch Superman, the original Christopher Reeve Superman. However, we couldn't just watch the original theatrical release version.
Yay. Not good enough.
Not good enough for the Reverend. He said we have to watch the 3-hour-long television cut. So that's what we're going to be watching. 3 hours of Superman. Coming at you.
I'm going to have to watch that in 2 sessions.
That might be a couple days, but that's okay.
I feel
We don't
like
mind.
We have to watch the original and then that so we can tell what the differences are.
Sure,
You do
There you
that.
go.
but you know. But hey, that's what we do. You pay us
Yep.
money, we have to watch it. Doesn't matter how we feel about it.
Should you choose to torture us, as Michael B. has, with a 3-hour film, we will watch. Anyway, well, what do you think? Should we skedat?
Let's.
Cost and Pepper Incorporated? So do we thank everyone?
No, because last time you couldn't hear Caleb, so Caleb said,
Yeah, it was kind of bad, but last time I think our sound got a little wonky, but
well,
I'm gonna try it.
Maybe I will have to do it since I can eat the microphone.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I don't. Oh God. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry if I missed you. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Mark Vision's Truth. Thank you, Doc Pretorius. Thank you, Miss Movie Buff. Thank you, Mark Vision's Truth. I already thanked Mark.
And Mindy.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mindy, Christy Stanhope, Skookum Mike,
Vanilla Ken.
Vanilla Ken. Yes. I think that's everybody. No, Tommy.
Tommy was
thank
there.
you so much. If I missed you, I'm so sorry I wasn't taking notes.
Thanks,
Have a
Ty.
wonderful night.